I guess I just used to think, in a business sense, because my family's always had businesses.
Right.
I'm like, man, okay, like they can answer all my business questions.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, it's not that they don't have businesses, it's just like old school business now. Like people don't really, people operate a lot more online, and my family just can't help me with the online business based things. So it's obviously now doing the resort and stuff, they have a lot of skills based around building. So I can ask a lot of questions there. And that's where I do ask. It's like, I'm not going to go to my family and say, hey, what do you think I should do for a social strategy or setting up a website or, marketing this thing and for ad creative or copy or whatever it is. But they have zero experience. But when we go to building a building, it's like, okay, we want to put up a community building on the property. What do you think we should do? Well, they have 40 years experience doing that, so that just makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just a kind of, and that's something I just started doing probably the past few years, is really only, and learning not only from people who have experience, but trying to find the best people you can learn from. Like, I don't just like learning from, if I'm going to go like learn cooking, I don't just want to fucking Craigslist some random person.
Yeah.
I like to learn from the best people I can find, which isn't always cheap, but I feel like it's just worth it.
Yeah, I feel like you did that with the like your health based stuff you've been doing. Like, there's a ton of books about health and food.
Yeah,
Like you can go down any rabbit hole with health and food. Like you can find books about people being like, you only need to eat meat. You could find books about people, you only need to eat vegetables. Then there's people who are just like, carbs are the shit. And there's other people that are like, don't eat no carbs, do keto only. So it's like you can go to any rabbit hole with that, but you got to like really source out who to take advice from on that. You got to like actually, I don't know, find kind of who you're going to respect in that field and follow their knowledge instead of just, there's so much knowledge out there. Like realistically, you can Google anything and get an answer. It might not be correct though. So
yeah, I think when you say that stuff, I think what matters first is you got to find your own truth about it, because there's definitely so-called experts in every one of those types of nutrition. Like there'll be a really good guy for keto or paleo, whatever this shit is you want to learn, but it doesn't mean it's right. And it doesn't even mean that what I believe about food is right. It's just what makes the most sense to me. So I think what I generally do is like a lot of research on my own, enough to go, okay, I believe that like a whole food plant-based diet makes the most sense in today's society with the way meat's raised, and even veggies, everything's fucking shit, honestly. But like,
don't eat.
Like I'm not fully against meat. It's just the way that it's raised. It's just fucking gross.
Absolutely.
And even veggies though too. Like they're grown like shit too, with shit sprayed all over them. So like, okay, sweet. But either way, you just got to do enough research to build your own truth around the avenue you want to take, and then find the expert or the best person that follows your same truth and learn from them. Kind of like you want to learn from the person who's living the way you think you want to live.
Right.
Because that's the fastest way to know, if that's what you want, or if that's working, or if it's still going to be your truth.
Huh.